I want to start this video off by saying I am so proud of you. It takes so much courage, it takes so much accountability to see that you have an eating disorder, to recognize that your eating patterns are not normal. This takes so much accountability, and I know it's very hard. When I was suffering from my eating disorder, I did not want to acknowledge that I had a problem. Everybody around me was just suffering from a lack of control. They could not control what they put into their mouth, and I had a lot of willpower. That's what I thought. But somewhere deep down, I knew something was wrong. I knew that I was lying to myself. I just didn't want to admit it. So you looking at this video, you trying to change, you trying to make something better from your situation, I applaud you, because that takes a lot of courage. And I'm telling you, if you're only watching this video already, you have the power to overcome this. You know how many people get hospitalized for eating disorders without their consent, without their will? Because they do not want to acknowledge the problem. They do not see that they have a problem. So you already looking for a solution, baby, you're halfway there. And together, I hope we can make it work. Hi guys, my name is Liz and welcome back to my channel. So today in this video, I am going to tell you how I overcame my binge eating disorder. First of all, I do want to make a disclaimer. I am not a professional. I am not a doctor. If you are suffering from an eating disorder, this is very serious and I would suggest that you consult a doctor. As in, for every video of mine, I am talking from my own experiences. The advice I give you is what helped me. Some things that I say might not resonate with you, and that is okay. You can always take what resonates and leave the rest. But please do not take my words as facts, as they are only based on personal experiences. Thank you so much. Okay, so my story. I had anorexia, binge eating disorder, and bulimia. It all started off with anorexia when I was in high school. It kind of started, I would restrict myself from eating. I would be proud of myself if I didn't eat. And yeah, it kind of started off like that. I didn't really think that I had anorexia. Anorexia was something in my mind that's like, wow, it's like a trophy. If you have anorexia, you have so much discipline. So even saying that I had anorexia, I felt too low of myself to even be in that aspect of anorexia, you know? Then because I restricted myself so much, I ended up later on getting a binge eating disorder. Because all the foods I didn't allow myself to eat, I wanted to eat, and I wanted to eat them in one go. And I'm telling you, I could eat and I could eat. And I did not feel when I was full at all. Like there was no more sense in me that like, oh, okay, you're full, Liz. No. My stomach would be about to explode. Like literally sometimes I was like, oh my God, my stomach is gonna rip, but I kept eating. I don't know, it was almost like something took over me and kept like eating, but it was obviously the restriction, it was the stress that came and the emotions that I just wanted to suppress as well, you know? But besides that, I don't really want to get into my story. I want to get into how did I get out of it. First of all, I need you to realize your body doesn't do anything before you think it in your mind. When you wake up in the morning, you think first, okay, I'm gonna wake up now, and then your body physically wakes up. So when you are about to binge eat, when you are about to restrict yourself or starve yourself or purge, you cannot physically do that until your mind thinks, I'm gonna do it first. So once you can control your mind, you can control what you do physically. And when I realized that my mind is what controls everything, not only did I get out of my eating disorder, I literally changed my whole life around. Because what happens up here becomes reality out here. I started to see binge eating as a demon that was trying to control me. So I read this book, right, when I was in my binge eating disorder. It's called Brain Over Binge. In Brain Over Binge, this woman talks about you have the rational brain and you have the animal brain. So your rational brain knows when to stop eating, knows that like one meal, like, you know, healthy and good for you is nourishing and all these things. But your animal brain is basically moving on instincts like an animal and just wants to eat and doesn't think straight, you know? So instead of thinking like, oh, this is my animal brain, I thought of it like, okay, look, this is a demon in my head, right? I created like, okay, this binge eating disorder is a demon. And if I eat right now all these food, and I would also think like, this food is too much for me, for one person. This is way too much. This is even too much for 4 people, you know? Like I would eat like crazy. This is not a joke. So I was like, this is too much. So there must be a demon that I'm feeding, you know? So I would think, okay, if I eat this right now, this demon will get bigger and stronger over me. But if I decide to not binge and not eat all of this, then I can starve the demon, you know? So I started doing that. Also, this comes into my religion. In Islam, it's really not good to waste food. It's also, you know, bad karma. Like it's really bad. If you want to manifest good things in your life, wasting food, binging, purging, doing that thing, that will give you really like, that will block your manifestations. Also because you're mentally not clear and it lowers your vibration. And also, like I said, it's bad karma because you're wasting food that could go to other people, food that your family could eat, you know. It's a very, it's a mental illness, obviously, but it's also a very selfish act. But obviously you're not thinking in that moment, because, you know, you're not thinking rationally, you just want to devour. But that's why I want you to think, okay, for your next binge, think in your head like, okay, this is not me, this is the demon. The demon wants food. Are you gonna feed the demon or are you gonna starve him? When I would feel the binge urge coming up, I would literally physically remove myself from the situation. So, when you feel this urge coming up, right? Like you want to binge right now, you see all the food in front of you, I want you to get up and leave. Just leave the kitchen, leave the place, wherever you are, just leave. Go for a walk. Go think about why you want to do what you're doing right now. Is it because you've starved yourself? Is it because you feel lonely? Is it because you feel stressed? Is it because all these emotions are coming up in you and you just want to suppress them? What's going on? Other than that, what you can do is maybe call a friend. Tell them how you feel. Maybe talk to God. Tell him what you feel. Talk to the universe, whatever you believe in. Write your emotions down. Go journal. Go drink a hot tea or a hot coffee. Eat one healthy meal instead. Go take a cold shower. Go take a hot bath. Anything that puts your mind at the attention of something else, you know? Because your mind, you have to realize, like I said, you're not thinking rationally at that moment. So your mind has to just refocus their attention on something else. I'm gonna be very honest, sometimes I just needed sleep. I was just tired. But because I could not fall asleep, I would just binge, you know, out of like boredom or whatever. So sometimes it's also even good to go to bed. What I would also recommend is start breathing. Really, like even now, if I just breathe, it calms me down so much. I want you to realize what your trigger foods are. Like, for example, for me, it was sugar. I eat one cookie, I need to eat every cookie in the house. Every sugar there is, I need to eat. So for me, the thing that helped was I needed to cut out sugar completely and not like, I just needed not to see sugar. Like, for example, if I wanted something sugary, I would eat like vegetables or something salt instead. That's what your food triggers are. And then I want you to not buy the binge foods. Don't buy them. Because I know that you're going to be like, no, this is the last time, whatever. It's not the last time. And when you buy it, you are going to eat it. So just don't buy it. Make sure it's not in your house. Make sure you just don't waste your money on it. I used to say to myself, oh my God, I have bulimia. Oh my God, I have a binge eating disorder. I used to think those things. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop thinking that. And I'm gonna stop saying it as well. Why? Because I will manifest it into my life. And I will believe that I have it, so I will start to act like a bulimic person, and I will start to act like somebody that has a binge eating disorder, you know? So I actually start to acknowledge that, you know what, don't have bulimia, I don't have binge eating disorder, I don't have anorexia, I just have a certain type of habits that I have been repeating for so long that have just become mainstream in my life. Certain type of habits that I can break because I can change my situation if I change the way I think about it and if I change the way I view these things, you know? So stop telling yourself that you're ill. Stop saying that. Just say like, these are certain type of habits that I have been doing before that have worked for me to like suppress my emotion, but that have also made me depressed. So I'm just human, you know? I'm not ill, I'm human. Humans make mistakes, humans do things to themselves that hurt themselves, but humans can get out of it as well. It's fine. It does not matter how many times you're gonna fall. As long as you get up, it's fine, you know? As long as you're moving forward. As long as you're moving forward, you're fine. Do not starve yourself. Because once you starve yourself, you are going to binge afterwards. Because your body just wants all the food. That's the issue here. It's gonna become a whole cycle. What I want you to do instead is, from now on, every single day, every day, do not skip a day, even if you're busy. Every single day, have one meal at least. And a lot of people are gonna say, yeah, one meal is not enough. Believe me, for somebody with an eating disorder right now, one meal is a lot, you know? So I did that. I started with one meal. Then I started 2 meals, and I said that like that, you know? And then I was like, oh, okay, I don't even have to count my meals. I can just eat whenever I want, and it's fine, you know? Like, I still look good. I still have the body of my dreams, and it looks even better now than it ever did before, you know? Because I'm not focused on food that much anymore. I am busy with other things. I eat when I'm hungry, and I don't make it that complicated. But when you have an eating disorder, the only thing on your mind is the food, and it drives you insane. It's like, you're going to bed, you're thinking like, oh, once I accomplish my goals, I will be able to eat this. Oh my God, once I accomplish my goals, I will be able to do this. So the biggest issue with an eating disorder is the fact that, you know, when you're fighting with somebody outside, you can block them, you can ignore them, whatever. You'll sleep at night, you don't hear from them, it's fine. But when you're fighting your own brains, that's the biggest war ever. Because at night when you're sleeping, you're stuck with yourself. There were so many times during my eating disorder, during my depression, that I told my mom, I just want to take out my brains and I just want to put them out of my body because they're making me go insane. And I think that's the biggest thing, you know? And that's why I'm so like saying to you guys, if you can control your mind, you can become so successful and you can control your whole life. I swear to God, this thing up here, it rules everything. I started to not focus on my body anymore. I did not care anymore how my body looked. I just wanted my body to be healthy. I want my organs to work. I want my hair to be thick. I want my skin to be plump. I want me inside to feel happy, nourished, and give it good foods. I drink lots of waters. I am bloated during the day, obviously, but my metabolism started working again really well. And I don't hold as much water anymore, because when I was dehydrated and I was not drinking enough water, what your body does is holds onto the water that your body has. So you look actually more puffy. But when you drink a lot of water, your body knows that there's always water coming. So it just flushes out all the other things that you don't need in your body. So right now when I go to the gym, I don't go to the gym to have this dream body of mine. I go to the gym for my mind, because when I start my day off with the gym or I end my day with the gym, I just feel so confident and I feel so good about myself. I feel like, okay, you accomplished this, you know, this at least you did today. And I feel good about that. So just work out just to work out. Just eat healthy just to eat healthy. You know, do things just because. Not everything has to has a reason, you know? Stop obsessing about, oh my God, I want my body to look like this. I want this. You know what? Start obsessing about what do you want to accomplish in life? Like maybe put this energy into goals, into businesses you want to accomplish. You will be very successful, really. But you have to put your energy somewhere else. And stop labeling foods as like bad foods. There are no bad foods, really, you know? You just have to eat everything in moderation. For example, I would label sugar as bad foods, and that's why I would binge on them so much, because I was like, okay, I ate one cookie, it means that I'm already lost. I lost the game, so I might as well eat every cookie, you know? And that's how my binge brain would work. So I want you to realize there are no bad foods, it's just food. Things are just things, you know, it's just food. If you eat in moderation, it's fine. You don't gain weight, you just be fine. You know when I really changed? I changed when I was like, wow, I'm sick and tired of myself. I am just tired of waking up bloated, puffy, from all the sugar that I've consumed the day before, from all the salt I've eaten, all these things, because I am so just obsessed with body image. Really, honestly, because I am so obsessed with that. I just felt so tired of waking up out of my bed heavy, like my body felt heavy, everything. I'm gonna give you the big secret here. You want to know how you can change? You have to just do it. You have to literally be like, you want to binge, you have to be like, I'm not gonna binge. You want to starve yourself, you have to be like, I'm not gonna starve myself. You just have to realize that this up here controls everything. There's nothing more I can say. When I changed my mindset, I changed my life. And it's cliche and everybody says it, but once you're there, you'll realize it. I want you to know that I know that this is not easy. I have been here for 3 years and it was hard. This is not something that you can fix in like a day or something. Some people can. Some people really can. I couldn't. I relapsed so many times. But now I'm consistently free of it because I'm so busy working on my dreams and goals. I'm not obsessed with my body image. I do not care. I go to the gym. I eat my healthy foods. I look good either way, you know? I'm not obsessed with food. I eat when I'm hungry. That's the main thing of me. And I am done feeding the demon, you know? I am trying to manifest things, and I know that an eating disorder will block my manifestations. It's very hard. So I'm just trying to be mentally healthy, and to be mentally healthy, I need to eat good, nourishing foods that are like vegetables. I have a pescatarian diet. I don't eat meat. I eat fish and vegetables, all these things. I cut out sugar as much as possible. I just have healthy diet, lots of water, go to the gym, and I do these things consistently. Some days I'm bloated, I gain some weight. Some days I don't, and I lose some weight, and it's fine. I just don't care. I never weigh myself anymore either. I don't even have a scale. I don't want to see how much I weigh. I just want to see how I look in the mirror, and that's good for me. I just have other priorities, really. I am just so proud of you. Like I said, you are trying to change. You are trying to see that, okay, I'm not doing well. I need to change. And I'm proud of you for even clicking on this video. That's a huge step towards greatness. But I want you to realize it's all in your mind. Your body cannot do anything before you decide you're going to do it in your mind. A good book I would recommend for this is Brain Over Binge. And other than that, I just wish you healing. I wish that you're always blessed with everything your heart desires and more. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate the love and support that I get so much. Really, honestly, thank you. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video, and I hope you can take away something from this. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all.